So I am the product owner. I want a city built out of Lego. Observations about the process.
First process, Scrum, we didn't know what we were doing, and once we went through that, I felt like we had a much better understanding of how the process works. First one was messy, after that was alright.
I think it really helped get a sense of who's doing what and made it really fast to figure out who can do what and who can help if you don't have a task and that kind of thing.
Talk to me a little about how it felt at the end of the first sprint. I guess I wish I had seen the littles earlier. You know those kind of two-dimensional structures? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about.
Disappointed because we thought we were going to have this done and it didn't seem like a big task, but then when we sat down to do it, we didn't discuss what colors we were going to have it, how big things were going to be.
The change from like 3D to 2D, it almost kind of felt like, oh crap, now I got to like pull all this apart now that we just kind of like got something 90% of the way there almost. It's like, oh man. But then when you come back and look at it around the second time, you're like, okay, now we know what we're looking for, now we can just bang it out.
Once the 7 minutes were up, I feel like all of us sort of looked at what we had and went, wow, we did not time this correctly at all. We had no idea what we were doing. So that was very eye-opening.
So you demonstrated how the recovery works very quickly when you've got all those little pieces working for you. So you actually learned a lot and you were able to recover and then add even more value because you learned from that failing.
How would you compare those two experiences when something's assigned to you versus assigning something to yourself?
I felt more proud of myself that I chose it and I got it done rather than they told me to do this.
I think it also helps kind of with your own productivity. If you're picking your own tasks and things that interest you, you can kind of go through and be like, oh man, that one looks cool, and I can take that one. As soon as you're done, you can be like, oh, I saw this other one too, nobody took it yet. All right, I'll try it.
Can you give me what you learned from this?
Fail fast and learn from it.
When we came into it, like, we all had a basic understanding of how it worked, and so when we actually got this project going, we worked really well together. I think Scrum kind of helps pull out our potential